There comes a moment in every creative business where the inspiration that you used to flow just kind of slows down, trickles, maybe even gets so disconnected that it just stops altogether. If you've been feeling disconnected from your own creative identity, I promise this episode is for you because we have all been there. We have those highs and we have those lows of, oh, I'm so passionate. This is what I want to do. Nothing can hold me down. And then there's a slow season where life is busy. You don't have the free space that you normally would do or would normally would have so that you can actually sit and marinate in the creative juices that are why you love what you're doing, what you're doing. You're creative at your core. That part has never changed, no matter what high or low you have. But running a business has a way of draining that very spark that made you want to start in the first place. We all started our business because we love something. We love helping people. We love creating jewelry. We love organizing. We love something. But then the to do list grows, the inbox fills up, the pressure is mounting for you to make money, to be successful, to be XYZ, fill in the blank here, whatever it is personally for you. And suddenly you're creating from an obligation and not from inspiration. And you start to miss you, the creative part of you. I miss the creative part of me sometimes. And I typically don't consider myself a creative until I start thinking, oh, I don't have like these long term goals. That's where I get creative. I love the visionary out of the box, crazy thinking, and then the creative building blocks of how to make that work. But then life gets in the way. So the heaviness that you feel isn't a lack of creativity, it's a lack of creative space. And not to coin things off of Taylor Swift, but I call it blank space. And creativity can't survive inside of constant productivity. It needs room, it needs emptiness to grow. It doesn't need pressure to force creativity. It just doesn't work that way. And I know I've hinted at this already, but I went through this myself in the early years of Dana's Desk, and sometimes from time to time, even this past year, with me changing and shifting things within my own business. I was doing so much producing and planning and delivering that I forgot how to play and have fun in my own business. Pinterest actually became the thing that brought my creativity back, which is why I love it so much. Being on this platform on a daily basis, not only for my own business, but for clients, became like a visual playground. And it gave me a chance to fall in love with random new ideas again. It never feels like a task, which is why after I put kids to bed, I have no problem hopping back on the platform, even though that's what my business is built on. Just for me to look and play and see what's happening, what other people are doing, and just really kind of messing with my own algorithm of like what Pinterest shows me. It never shows me the same thing twice. And I love that because it just keeps those creative juices flowing and it's the best ride. So if you've been feeling a little disconnected or lack of creativity, here's how I recommend you reconnect with your creative identity. One, remove the pressure to monetize every idea. Creativity shrinks under these kinds of expectations. Are we here to make money? Absolutely. But we're also in this life to have joy and to enjoy the life we're building. If you don't enjoy it, it's not worth doing. So then step two is spend 10 minutes a day collecting inspiration, not content to post, but inspiration in your daily life, whether that's personal, professional, with your spouse or your partner, with your children, with your dog, your cat, whatever animal you have, or just by yourself. Let Pinterest be a creative like buffet for you to like test and sample and like try new things, try a new recipe, which everyone knows Pinterest has lots of recipes, but try a new journaling prompt or a yoga move or create a new collage of your visionary goals. It is the end of December at the time of this recording. So this is a great time to like spend a few minutes every single day collecting this type of inspiration just for the fun of it. Then, step three, create pins that feel expressive and not strategic. Strategy will always come later, create first. And I know that kind of goes against what I've said in the past, like strategy and color coding, like branding assets, but these are fun. This could even be on your personal profile, but create pins that feel expressive. Take the fun and the time to just make like a virtual collage or scrapbook that expresses who you are now, who you want to be, and the journey that you are uniquely on. Step four, rebuild a creative rhythm you actually enjoy. A weekly vision session or a monthly trend exploration, an inspiration board refresh, key in or add it into your schedule, blank space for you to just kind of sit and let it flow and make it consistent so it becomes a rhythm and almost like a day you look forward to every week or every month, depending on your schedule. The real shift here is reconnecting to your voice, to your ideas, your curiosity, your identity outside of being productive all the time. That's exhausting. Just saying that sentence sounded exhausting to me. And I am the queen of multitasking, habit stacking, and trying to fit as much into my day as humanly possible or really inhumanly possible. Because I try to be superwoman on too often, to be completely honest. So take that time and reflect on shifting and reconnecting with who you are, like your true self, your original ideas, your curiosity. Ask those questions. So, what part of your creativity have you been neglecting? And what would it look like to give you space again? I would love for you, once you tune into this episode, to either respond to the email that goes out with this or find me on Instagram and leave me a comment and really share this part. What part of your creativity have you been neglecting? And what would it look like to give it space again? If you want Pinterest to feel like a creative playground again, the Style Pin collection gives you fresh, trim back templates every single month that help you create without overthinking the process. And if you want clarity on how to rebuild a visibility plan that supports your creativity, the VEIL audit is absolutely your next step. Your creativity is still there. It's time that we together bring it back for you.